This is a 2007 Toyota RAV4. It's a 3.5 liter V6 with the sport trim level. In this video, we're replacing the rear shocks. The first step is to lift up the car and remove the rear wheel. Now we can take a closer look at this shock absorber. So the shock absorber mounts to the chassis up in here, and the bolt is easy to access to remove the top of the shock. Now we're going to lift the car up a little higher and look at the bottom mounting point. So looking up from underneath, it looks like the bottom of the shock is easy to remove. However, there is one complication. When you unfasten this nut, you will not have enough clearance for this bolt to come out and pass the lower control arm. So you cannot remove the shock from its mounting point simply by undoing these bolts. Looking from the side, you can see that the shock attaches to a mounting bracket that attaches to the hub, this mounting bracket right here. Looking up from underneath, we see that the mounting bracket for the shock is held by two bolts. So these have to be removed in order to release the shock. The size of the bolts, this bolt and nut is a 17 millimeter hex, and these are also 17 millimeter, and up on top it's also 17 millimeter. So what I've done here is I've lowered the car back down again almost to ground level. I've placed a jack under the control arm to hold the spring in compression, and now I can safely remove the shock and its mounting bracket. And how we release the top bolt is we snake in a swivel head socket wrench, 17 millimeter socket, and just delicately sneak it in, fit it on the head of the bolt, and loosen. Let's take a look at everything we've removed. We have the shock, we have this bottom mounting bracket, we have the nut and bolt that go on the bottom, we have the two bolts that mount this bracket up into the knuckle or hub assembly, and this is the nut and bolt that goes through the top of the shock. This is our brand new shock. So let's see what we got now. We have the jack still supporting the control arm. We have snugged these bolts into place. The bottom of the shock is mounted, and the top of the shock is also mounted, so we can lift up the car. Now we have the car back at a level that's comfortable to work on, and we can finish torquing all of the bolts, and we can put the wheel back on, and we're all done with this corner. Thanks for watching.